Vasseur be the man to derail the train right now, and he doesn't have that proximity on initiation. He needs to lean on Dean a little bit here as Dean goes absolutely ripping through in that inner zone. And, oh, contact! Kevin Vasseur takes a huge bite.
He's DB to Dean. He's broken an arm on Dean's car, which I think, if Kevin Vasseur is deemed at fault for this, the decision is going to be made here and now. We can't even get past the first corner.
Language there of our track marshal. High level stuff going on at the moment.
Tension, yeah.
High level tension. Our track marshal getting a little bit carried away. Look at that.
Okay, yeah.
Big dig into the circuit.
So we have official from the judges that the fault of the collision has been deemed the fault of Kevin Vasseur. So Kevin, with a car that isn't steering correctly, to go into the first corner with a wet track, and oh, who knows what's going to happen next.
Well, there we go. They're going to try it, and they flick it across the circuit, and there we go. In a heartbeat, it goes full wet. Josiah hits the tyres, hits the wall, buries it, puts it into a big spin, and hits the other side on the wall.
Oh, that Corvette's taking a big hit there.
Никакого рестарта не было. Ого-го-го-гой! Что творится, а? Вот этого нам еще не хватало. Быстрее, быстрее, спасатели, огнетушители сайта, выпрыгивай оттуда, блин, скорее, а? Там же спирт, а он горит, как мы знаем, сравнительно бесцветным пламенем. Надо поскорее выпрыгивать из машины. Дайга шлем снимает. Да что ж такое? Вынимайте его скорее оттуда. Вот тебе и Байран. Миновал благополучно ретардер Денис Репкин. Разгон. Вот смотрите, что делает сайт. Аккуратно выждал. И заряжает в стену Сайта-сан. Что творится, а?
Chase position. Will he play it safe? Will he know he has an advantage? Who knows who has an advantage right now? And he shallows up massively. Oh, as Pontus Hartmann gets himself into the wall, makes a big correction. Back into it goes Hartmann, and Nielsen does keep his distance. He is going to play this one safe. He now starts to trust Pontus Hartmann as they come down the hill, over. The front wheels bang on that white line, and Hartmann's doing a nice job now in the second half of the run as he goes up to the wall and across the line.
I just don't know if it's possible to not hit that first wall. Whatever way the conditions are and the track change there, they just seem to smash into it regardless of experience, horsepower, or where we are in the competition. Look at that, Korplinski taking a very, very tentative approach into that first corner as Korplinski now hits the wall. Vasseur hits the wall, they both hit the wall, both lose the boot lid off the car as they come through that last section. And you can see Korplinski now actually has a little bit more pace in the car, it seems, than Kevin Vasseur. Korplinski on a very shallow angle, though, as they come through there. Now, they come down the hill. Korplinski doing a safe job here, and a good job from Korplinski in the lead position as they transition back to that last wall. Look at Vasseur trying to find some proximity wherever he can, and it's very sketchy. He almost pushes Korplinski into the wall, and that is a tough, tough task for our judges to even decipher what to do here.
First, the fun dart from Adam LZ, but LZ goes for a nice initiation, very tentative, but keeps in control, puts the back end of that E36 into the wall. Hartmann almost hits him, puts himself into almost a spin.
Oh,
and LZ hit the wheel. LZ snapped a rear arm on the back of that BMW. Can he hold on to it? Oh, and the wheel now making smoke where it's at a complete wrong angle. LZ absolutely flying, he's staying in it. Oh, the wheel goes under the car.
Oh, that's a big hit. The wheel went under the car, hops the car up, and it's going to come back to that first corner and the collision between LZ and Pontus Hartmann. Who caused the collision? That's what's going to happen. And you know, if we look back historically, it doesn't look good for LZ here, as the driver going in the wall first seems to get blamed for a lot of it. Sweden, here we go.
Yeah, off the handbrake, through the gears, down they come. Nielsen fires it in and gets it up onto the wheel. But look at Pontus Hartmann right there with him. He shallows up the angle, knows he's in.
I think he hit him. He may have hit the front wheel. We'll have a look at that again. Did Pontus Hartmann hit the front wheel of Oran Nielsen's car? They stay in it and stay moving, but it's going to come down to that first corner as they head down to the end of the circuit. This is where we expect it to be a little bit slippery, and as you can see, Oran Nielsen's finished hopes are with him right now as he fires in very, very wide, and point the line goes in the wall, but makes it count, and Vasseur has to make evasive action to stay out of it. This one is throwing body panels everywhere. Vasseur makes a big dive through the center of the circuit. Now Vasseur's coming for it. This one is personal now as Vasseur dives through. Point the last go further with the edge of the track. Vasseur takes a huge dive onto the door. That is what we came here to see. Oh, unbelievable.
Get close.
close and win this one.
Yeah, he certainly can, but look at this nice straight line initiation from Correa, but he's allowed Yves Meyer to start to pull a gap. Oh, and he tags the wall. There's Yves Meyer, and he's bent the back wheel, and can he hold on to it? He's gone super wide, he's going to be over the grass, and Yves Meyer now has to shut it down and no. Jason and Cherba is all over the side of S15, but then he gives a little separation. Oh, and Falvey tags the wall, and it upsets the car, but he starts to pull away now. Cherba shuts the car down mid-track as parts off of Falvey's car disappear in the background. And Connor Falvey puts foot to floor. Can he hold on to it? Can he complete this run? Or did Benedictus Cherba deem anything there to knock him out of competition? What has happened?
Was it a rebound off Falvey's car that caused the issue? That's the question we're going to have to ask now. No. Oh, God, that is big damage on the back.
Big damage. It's damaged the radiator.
And it split the radiator on the back of the car as well, and it's pouring out steam on the back of Connor Falvey's car. So we have an incomplete from... And this could be a case of he's not safe to run, he would be out of competition. So this could be swinging back the other way very quickly.
So he's losing coolant. Yeah, look, he's losing coolant.
Хорошо. Постановка очень резкая, точная в первую клиппинг-зону. Можно было поглубже так в стене заехать, но и это было неплохо. И да, попадает в четвертую клиппинг-зону. Сейчас главное не потерять там совсем скорость. Да, взбодрить 500-сильный 2JZ. И все-таки набрать темпы. Хорошо проходит шестую клиппинг-зону Айвар Мустакимов. И зачем-то распрямляется потом при повторной постановке. А сейчас у нас первый боевой заезд. Георгий Чевчан, команда Forward Авто. Лидер личного зачета по итогам 4 этапов одной квалификации. И близко, как был Мустакимов. Настолько близко, что... Постановка синхронная. Пилот Toyota Gorilla Energy один воюет за свою команду и срывает переднюю ось. Прямой наводкой полетел в стену. Андрей Писегов. Я даже не смог разглядеть, попал ли он там в барьер из покрышек или... Наото Суенага разгоняется. Первая клиппинг-зона и уходит на широкую траекторию Степан Азаров. Есть дуплет. На стороне Аркадия Пучинина, который в роли лидера начинает эту битву за последнюю вакансию в топ-8. Перекладка. Прямые колеса у Аркадия. Ой-ой-ой. Что ж за крушение авторитетов-то у нас сегодня происходит. Догоняет. Ну, главное, тут теперь без андерстиров, если можно. Мимо первой клиппинг-зоны. Есть небольшая нестабильность. Ну или я уже хочу ее видеть, потому что у меня есть информация. И, господи, что творится? Удар о стену, но продолжает борьбу Георгий Чевчан. Да, с отставанием, да, в рассинхроне, но воля к победе. И его проезд первым номером против пилота команды Fresh Auto Федора Воробьева, который... Первый боевой заезд. Илья Федоров и Андрей Остапов. Какая агрессивная постановка в исполнении Остапова. И достается Илье Федорову. Тут уж, я думаю, Федоров точно ни в чем. Теперь будет зависеть от того, как он справится с темпом этого пилота из Кагасимы. И... Да что ж вы в стены-то ездите сегодня?
Advantage. He's got to force it home here by going on the door. Kavia's got to put in the lead run of his life.
Well, he took a little bit of a run up for the start line, and James Dean did too as they fire in. Kavia goes 90 degrees to the tyres. Dean's on the inside. Kavia's in the wall in a big way, and it straightens him out. And he's broken the rear wheel. He's
broken the rear arm. We've seen it over and over again, and that's going to be Dean's win there. You can see Kavia went in with the big flick to try and upset Dean behind him, but it just didn't work. James Dean finishes out the run. The pyro goes up. And I think Kavia just said, I gave it everything I had. I threw it in on 90 degrees, and he just caught the wall a little too heavy.
Yeah, I mean, look, he had...
Now he's got to go close. And look at this, the run-in from Juhas. He takes every advantage he can off the start line. Pizor's car is in bits. Poitalaxo's coming for it here as Juhas fires in on the door. Pizor goes wide, and he has to make evasive maneuvers there, Juhas. He takes the chase position now. Pizor's on a flyer, but he's a big angle. Even you have some opportunity here to get back into it. Out to the wall they go as Pizor now in the lead position, pulling some gap here. Poitalaxo's got to make a big dive into that last corner, and he doesn't get there. Does he? He does get there. Onto the door he goes. The Finnish fans go wild. What do you terrific.
Not coming super slow because you know that the guy behind you will be absolutely pinned to the door. Then here we go, they're through and they are going to go slow. And Kevin Passer's going to go for a really early initiation. Holds onto it now. Can he play the game? Can he get that car around? Oh, look at He's almost straight there, and he is straight, and he struggles to get that car drifting. He cannot get any angle. Passer takes it to the wall, and now we start to see how slow that circuit is as they come back up the hill. Goes to the wall, tags the back bumper, the rear end pushed back into place for Kevin Passer. They come down the hill and over the bump. Korpelinski just can't get that car anywhere near where it needs to be. He can barely carry any angle as Passer manages to get up the hill, onto the wall and across the line.
Oh, it's like watching in slow motion.
Никто в данном случае в роли... Ой-ой-ой! Как беспощаден бетон на прогреве. Здесь нужно подъезжать. Мимо первой клипинг зоны проехал Оружейников. Синхронная перекладка получилась, но внутрь зачем-то тоже, как и его напарники. И касается стены Степан Азаров. Ну, Федор уже свои проезды завершил, и один из них был нулевым. И если теперь... Ой-ой-ой! Если теперь, но этого не случится, к сожалению.
Now to lead out Keski Korpi. Keski Korpi taking a little bit of a run up at this. He knows that Juha Rittenen's fast. He has a lot of grip, a lot of pace in that car through the gears. He goes down, looks for the initiation. Nice flick from Juha Rittenen. Keski Korpi goes wider, tags the wall. He's now pushed himself on the inside. Oh, and Rittenen hits the wall massively.
Yeah, you could just see how close.
There's a lot of guys out there looking strong. This could be the weekend, Dave, where it kind of starts falling away from him. He was so close last year. Could this year be the year where he doesn't even come anywhere near gaining anything on the championship?
Well, I mean, it's only one round, right? So everyone, I always say, everyone has a bad one. Everyone has a bad one round out of the six.
Front wheel, Dave.
Yeah, it's a pretty, and that's done some damage behind that. You've got to accept. Look at the rear arch there, just in front of the door. You can tell that that's taken quite a push into the car. Now, these cars are quite modular in terms of, you know, the chassis itself is everything outside of the chassis, from the suspension to the crash bars. These are all kind of designed to crumple, to break, to have issues. I mean, they...
Постановка, и упустил момент Антон Сваринский. Остался далеко в стороне от первой клиппинг-зоны, и от второй, к сожалению, тоже. Что будет с третьей? И ой-ой! Полетело крыло в воздух. Крыло, вернее, часть, наверное, крыла, да, что-то там остался. Тим и Автопрофи. Поехали! Два мотора 2GZ, очень мощных, 709 лошадиных сил. Воу, Мэтфилд четко работает первую клиппинг-зону и сталкивается с ним Евгений Лосев. Просто насаживает левую дверь своей Toyota 2GZ на правый зад. Два Ниссана, очень разных, с очень разными моторами. V6 против V8, турбо против механического нагнетателя. Ну и самое главное, не отрывается на разгоне Аркадий Цареград. Зачем-то внутрь поехал Оружейников. Ой-ой, какая ошибка.
Seen too much of that in this top 32. Falvey will be in the chase position. Kuba Pishkowski in the lead position. This one is a game of chess.
It certainly is. The whole championship is a game of chess right now as they fire down. Pishkowski's going for a big, fast, wild initiation. And look at Connor Falvey, though. No messing around. Pishkowski goes into the wall. And Falvey has to hit him. He has nowhere to go, and they shuts it down.
What happened there? Did Pishkowski go into the wall and bounce back into Falvey, or was Falvey too aggressive? We're going to have to check a replay on this one. And they don't get past the first corner again.
But is Falvey going to be rewarded for the aggression?
I mean, Falvey was close, but does he get too close to make contact, or did Kuba Pishkowski hit the wall and bounce back out again? It's very hard to know.
Now, I'm going to say that Kuba Pishkowski made the error first. He did exactly what Zalewski done.
I'm hearing the results come in now. Kuba Pishkowski has D-beated, therefore the judges have...
And you can see that Kuba is hitting the wall first, and then Falvey hits him, and that caused the incomplete. So, yeah. It's Kuba's mistake. You can see it here on the replay. This is a very nice view. There you go.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, Vernon, what you're saying is everyone's been doing it, but if you're close, which is where you want the chase driver to be, you have nowhere to go there, which
And this is what I'm saying.
Point, yeah.
And we look, we always have a tussle with the commentary booth, and that's damage on the car. Now, we may have to give Connor Falvey, yes, a complete D-beat, so he's going to need a competition timeout.
Well,